Friends, the American physicist and Nobel laureate Richard Feynman once spoke of the paradox of quantum mechanics, which describes the physical properties of nature at subatomic level. The following words were said: I cannot define the real problem. Therefore, I suspect there is no real problem. But I am not sure there is no real problem. The paradox of a quantum experiment is that its outcome can change depending on whether or not we choose to measure some property of the particles involved. And friends, consciousness is the same. Don't we hold on to two mutually exclusive ideas at the same time in our brain, just as quantum objects can apparently be in two places at once? That's the subject for this Saturday. Can consciousness be explained through ancient practice of yoga or the precepts of modern physics? It is different from space, time, energy and matter as we know. We use our eyes to see, ears to hear, nose to smell, tongue to taste, and skin to feel. Some of us may experience extrasensory perception or the sixth sense. Precognition and remote viewing are equally interesting. Whereas the earlier is viewing future events before they happen, later is about events at remote locations. Do we build consciousness through our senses? Is it the sentience or awareness of internal and our external existence? Let's seek out physics first. Resonance and consciousness are related since both are affected by disturbances. The natural frequency of body is directly proportional to the stiffness and inversely proportional to the mass. Here, the system tends to oscillate in the absence of any driving or dampening force. Stiffness of a body is the ratio of load to displacement that it can cause. Everything, whether animate or inanimate, will have a natural frequency. Whereas frequencies of animate bodies can be estimated, the inanimate will need special conditions. Since everything in the universe, whether in the realm of physical or metaphysical, are made of energy and vibrations in various forms that include our body, our mind, thought, and the Panchatattva, such as Akash, the space, Vayu, the air, Jal, the water, Agni, the fire, and Prithvi, the earth, where we live. What is the relationship between the reality within the confines of the seen and unseen, or from the mental and extra-mental? Can we explain the paranormal acts such as telepathy and telekinesis? Is this quantum consciousness? Force vibrations happen at frequencies of applied force, and they are external. When natural force frequency is equal, resonance occurs, multiplying the amplitudes and even causing failure sometimes. Hence, for bodies not to fail, higher natural frequencies are desired. A capacity to have smaller deflections for larger loads, raise the stiffness, toughness of the body, which has small mass. This causes better consciousness or better awareness of the inner self and our environment. Material properties have a significant role in determining the natural frequency. Herein lies the strength of yoga, the power of meditation and its effect on the human body and its consciousness. Vibrations in the frequency range of 0.5 Hz to 80 Hz have a significant effect on the human body. The Gayatri Mantra recited at about 20 Hz has a healing effect on our DNA. The earth too vibrates at about 7.83 hertz, not as a human resonance. It is a natural state of everything. Inhaling, exhaling at about this frequency will set up a rhythmic beat in consonance with that of the earth. It can control the metabolism, catabolism of the human body and the general health that we have. The more synchronized the vibrations are, the more sophisticated our consciousness is. Synchronized vibrations are central not only to human consciousness but to all of physical reality, as the resonance theory of consciousness tells us. Actually, consciousness is much more than simple awareness, self-awareness, or intelligence. AI may substitute some form of human intelligence. Can it simulate and replace imagination, emotion, intuition, potential, tacit knowledge, and other kinds of personalized intelligence, apart from decoding the influences and potential abilities contained in the subconscious and the unconscious minds? Consciousness and unconsciousness both are like icebergs. An iceberg is less than 10% above the surface of the water, whereas a conscious mind is the ego and personality along with sensory impressions like hunches. We feel so. Thoughts, feelings, attitudes, etc. The blue ice hidden beneath the surface represents the unconscious mind, like our inner motivations, feelings, reactions, unresolved issues, and potential abilities. In order to understand consciousness, we need to explore the underwater world than what we see above the water. That's of our dreams and fantasies. What we know is far less than what we do not know of ourselves. The dictionary tells us that consciousness is to know with. The essence of yoga is the search to know our true selves and to discover the real nature of consciousness. Ego is a false identity from what we have, what we do, or what we are connected with. Since the environment around us keeps changing, this identity too keeps changing. Behind this, facade, a deeper identity exists as the true self. Is the true self consciousness? Maybe. Yoga, however, begins with the body, transcends the mind, and then realizes the inner nature. If yoga deals with the mind, why does it begin with the body? Yoga works on the well-being of the total personality, of the body, of the mind, of the spirit, and so on. Does this through 7 states of consciousness. We normally experience only 3 states: sleeping, breathing, and waking. In meditation, one can experience Turiya, defined as in the Mandukya Upanishad, the 4th state of pure consciousness, commonly known as Samadhi. We exist, but we don't. When this state coexists and stabilizes with the other 3, which is the 5th state, where I consciousness merges with the cosmic consciousness, the environment around us. The 6th state is God consciousness, whereby the individual sees God everywhere and in everything. The last is unity consciousness. What is within is also outside. So Brahman is the truth. Our self-awareness is due to vibrations and oscillations that occur individually or shared in various physical aspects of our brain. The speed of the resonant waves is the limiting factor that determines each conscious entity or activity. As the shared resonance expands to more and more constituents of the brain, our awareness grows more, larger, and therefore more complex. Friends, different meditation forms can raise the natural frequency by altering our stiffness and mass. External disturbances are the forced frequencies, which enable first harmonics. Transcendental meditation allows smooth transition to second harmonics. Higher orders of meditation, like spiritual, can allow the brain to cross over the higher harmonics without amplitudes building, ultimately operating at a harmony that is at peace with the cosmic resonance. That is when we become one with the cosmos. This is the state of self-realization or the ultimate consciousness. A lot of thought that I have given you to think about and make your life a little better than what you have now. With that, let me end this Saturday's episode with a promise to be back the next Saturday with another interesting episode. Until then, thank you, dhanyawad, and namaskar.